Hello friends, I welcome you all to my channel. This video is part of the playlist Python Programming Beginner's Daily Dose, where I try to come up with uh, a discussion on some very basic concepts of Python programming that will help beginner level programmers to get an insight of how Python actually works behind the scenes of basic concepts. In this video, I will start discussing on the list comprehension, which is very widely used, very frequently used in Python programming. So there will be multiple videos, multiple part of this multiple part discussing on the various aspects of list comprehension. So in this video, I will just discuss, will just give a very brief overview of what is list comprehension. So basically, it is a syntax that creates a new list from an iterable where the elements of the new list is something is okay, let me show you. Let's say I have input sequence, some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the common use of list comprehension is to create a new list from an existing iterable where the elements of the new list is created from the elements of the iterable either by modifying them or by selecting some of the elements of the iterable. So we have an iterable here which is x, a list of numbers. Now a new list, the list comprehension is specified inside a square bracket. The basic structure of the list comprehension is, first there will be an expression. It will be an expression that will evaluate to something, some data type. It could be numeric, it could be string, it could be tuple, it could be list, whatever. Then we have an iterable, a for statement that will iterate over an iterable. Let's say not x, let's say for num in x, and there could be optional if clause. So the basic structure is an expression followed by one or more for statement and then followed by one or more if clause. In this video, I will not discuss about the if clause. So for num in x, this is the for statement where we are iterating over the elements of the input list x. Now I want to create a new list by where the element of the new list will be the squares of the numbers from x. So what I can do is x into x. If I do this, this will create a new list, which is y, where each element will be the square of the elements of the input sequence x. Okay, can't multiply sequence for num. Sorry, it will be not x but num. So let's see what is y. So y is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. So this is a very basic form of using list comprehension. Now let's see what if we want to select some elements from an iterable, that is we are filtering. Let's say we are filtering all the odd integers from the input list x. So we will do num for num in x. Remember that we are iterating over the input sequence x, and so the element of x we are referring as num, and then the corresponding element of the new list has to be num or some operation on num. Now if I add an if clause after this, if we will select num from x if num is an, let's say odd integer. So this, if num percentage modulo 2 equals to 1, it will be an odd integer. So if I do this and see y are all the odd integers. Similarly, if I would have done 0, it would have selected all the even integers from the input sequence x. Let's see why. Okay. So this is a very basic usage of list comprehension. Now, in the future videos, I will explain. The for statement can be nested. The structure of that, let's say, the structure of list comprehension where the for statement is nested is something like, let's say, for x in x list and for, let's say, y in y list. This is a basic syntax. So first we have an expression, then we have a for statement which is iterating over an input list, x list. Basically it could be any iterable. So we are iterating each element of x list, and each element is referring as x, and this for y in y list is actually a nested for loop inside the first for loop, that is for x in x list. For y in y list is a nested for statement inside the for x in x list. So for y in y list, let's say, so how will the new element be created from x and y? Let's say we create a tuple x comma y. So what essentially this does, this will not work because we have not defined x list and y list. Anyway, let's say there is the x list and y list are there. So this is basically creating all pairs a comma b, where a belongs to x list and b belongs to y list. This will not work. First I have to create x list and y list. Okay, this will be, let create x list, let's say have some numbers, and let's say y list is a list of, let's say, some letters. Now if we do this, so we are creating all ordered pairs x comma y, where x belongs to x list and y belongs to y list. So let's see what is y. You see, all the ordered pairs. First, for x in x list, that will iterate over all the elements of x list, which is 1, 2 and 3. Now when x is 1, it will then loop over, then it will then execute the nested for loop statement, which is for y in y list. Now for all the y in y list, it will create 1 comma y, 1 comma y, yes. So 1 comma a, 1 comma b, 1 comma c. Then again it's entering the for x loop, the next iteration. In that case, x will be 2. So again the order pair 2a, 2b, 2c will be created. I hope you are getting the idea. So this is how we can use nested for loop in a list comprehension. Now we can also use if clause here. So remember that the basic structure of the list comprehension is, inside square bracket you first have an expression. That expression could create any data type based on all the elements of the iterable you are iterating in the subsequent for statements. So first expression, then one or more for statement. Basically those are nested for statement. The first for statement will be the outermost for loop. The second for statement will be the second outermost for loop, this way. And finally, after all the for statements, we will have if clause. Let's say we will create ordered pairs x comma y only if x is odd, only if x is odd, and y only if x. Okay, let's see this simple example. So only if x is odd. So from 1 to 3, it will only select 1, 3. So we will get all ordered pairs x comma y where x is either 1 or 3. Let's see. You see x is either 1 or 3. Now if we could also use we could also create the filter based on y. Let's say we want to create all ordered pairs where y is c, and let's omit the x filtration on x. So let's do this. So we will get all the ordered pairs 1 comma c, 2 comma c, and 3 comma c. So 1 comma c, 2 comma c, 3 comma c. So okay, what else? Yeah, I think this is a very basic. This will give you a very basic overview of how list comprehension work. And in the next video, I will explain in more details on the if clause and the nested for statement inside the list comprehension. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. And if you are watching my videos in my YouTube channel on regular basis, I will appreciate if you support me by subscribing to my channel and share my videos, like my videos, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos as I keep on making this kind of videos on regular basis. Okay friends, until the next video, take care and bye.